See, no, it's perfect. I hate that. Because it is. Does that look better?
So the cleanup.
Yeah, so they'll be right there talking. So this is the lighting's good. It's good. A little bit back here. You're not doing your job.
Oh, am I supposed to do that now?
Whoever told you to bring me here. I'm like,
And when am I supposed to go around and
let me see. It doesn't show it. It says alive here.
shows your last time?
Yeah, click on looks like it's gonna be good. Think of the team. To me, that line right there makes it look needed. Beautiful chat there. Good chat. That's good. That's good. I just brought the pants. You'll use it. Just go over there. Did you're gonna buy the tripod, right? See. You know what? I could have sworn I had a video, but I don't. You could. Rick, how you doing? What do you think? It's my wife. It's my wife, Heather.
How'd you do that? How'd you pull this off? You're a wonderful personality, right?
I reckon. See you, sir. Yeah. I think so too. Maybe, you know, set the precedent. Everything's going online eventually, so it'll move forward. Yeah, this is a good topic. I don't know. You don't have to wait until we're all. If you see one of the kids, look at their sign, county commissioner in your district. Otherwise, you want to run for mayor. You know what I mean? Their signs will be on.
What's your question?
We're just, for the people, we're going around, she's going to go around and just ask them why it's important for them to run for office. That, she's going to do that on the road. Are you feeling like something?
Well, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go around each table and I'm going to ask them if they support the Central Finance Department with the highway director. Finish off. This is what came out the last end of year fiscal report. And since 2004, the state contains which should have none. And I want to know from each of the candidates if they support it. And you say, answer me, I'm
Are you just writing?
going to write it down and I'm going to give it to you and you can
Click it on. You want to use it for when you're ready, click it on. You have to wait till it does that. I've got a big memory card in there. That's why it does this. It'll eventually take a minute or so before you're ready. And this picks up good, so you know, just hold it for you. It's still a lot easier than writing if you'd rather do it.
Yeah, whatever.
And you just give it back to me and I'll get it.
And that way, that's what I'm doing it for, so you can maybe
Yeah,
add it,
that's right.
you know, I'll do a post or something, but you can, you know, you can write it up as you want. Okay, that'll work.
You want to do that?
Yeah, we'll try it.
I'll go try it. They work great.
I'll go try it on my first person.
So anyway, so I didn't have to touch my phone. So the video, it does really well. Just cover it. So we'll just start picking it up. Make sure you got them all. Once you see them all, you Sheila, just start with who you want. Now, yeah, just say, hey, Macon County Tennessee. Yeah, it doesn't have to be very many words. Just how you just get the permission, which I don't think you need it because it's a public
Y'all are going to be busy. I want
Man.
y'all to start and get your card.
Amazing cheesecake.
Man.
I've got to eat.
I know it's good. I can
You
look
got
at
it.
it.
You don't eat one? You eat it?
Well, I will too. I just don't want none right now.
Okay, you come to me. Okay?
All right.
I just knew you was fixing to get busy,
We're gonna be-
and I didn't want you to miss out.
Well, I
I got
appreciate you.
75 of them. You're going to be working, so I give you a chance. It's kind of like a referee in a ball game. If you're feeling good on the beginning, you know.
Okay, so I'm gonna go around.
Oh, you're gonna go and do it? Just remember to keep track of it.
Yeah, it's Declaration of Independence and the Constitutional Rights.
Can't you have too many? She's gonna go around and ask one question. So if you see her, she's doing super simple. Just why it's important, why the candidate is going around for the office. I'm not trying to get into the debating on this and that. You know what I mean? Just a simple, easy.
Yeah, I got a big box of ducks over there.
Of what?
My ducks.
Oh, do you, man?
Yeah,
I
the
tell you, my
box.
daughter, she loves it.
Come get you some more. We got plenty.
You got a purple one?
Purple? How are you saying?
I'm doing well, got you. Thank you, Joe. Hey, how's it going, Lucas? Good to see you, man. Yeah, I don't know. I just think it's a good thing. We're gonna try to see how this goes. I mean, of course, it's my wife. I think it looks like it's running good. But we're gonna video all the city meetings and stuff. So we got the okay for that. They do. No, he's just gonna let me sell it. Yeah, I wish I had a wireless mic for her, but she's going to ask questions right now. But it's new. I'll get it. They'll get there.
This first year.
Yeah. Yeah. Good seeing you, Lucas. She'll come around, so.
Okay.
Easy question. Thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem.
Hey, how would you feel? This is a lot of people contact me and I talk to them. Would you still be able to have your a lot of people ask me. Also, who is talking to you? I do. I just so I'll try to see what I said. I don't know where we're good. Maybe it's mid-morning.
I don't know if there's any rules or regulations between using a county building. Yeah, just ask him.
If not, I know C3 company.
I mean, there's no problem finding it.
Yeah.
That would be.
But you're good with it?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, you got a shirt and extra big Mexican? You got a shirt and extra big Mexican over there?
What's that?
I don't know what the problem is.
Two extra big.
Man, I know, because when I went to get shirts printed, it's best to get one because it's cheaper. I got it.
I'll hook you.
I'm sorry.
Okay, good.
I'm so sorry.
Kind of warm in here. In the summer? It ain't too bad.
Okay, I'll see you. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Hernandez.
I will put this in. Thank you. I'm going to return this.
Got mad at that.
How you doing? You behaving? I see your sign.
Hey, I'm working on it. My husband went out. Oh, yeah. My husband's been out working, and we got a few more, a couple of trees. I went out to my man, I just messed up the other day, so I called, she didn't answer. And it was the one with yeah. Yes. Yes, I love it. So now I got my but I think you're in Macon. Yes, 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 I know him.
Yeah, I know the face.
Forever, yeah.
That's Miss. That's G. Her son is one. That's her son.
Yep.
He's over there.
Over there. One right there.
It's a good thing.
Well, that's I've already done that. We were gonna take them there, but Amanda Gammons, she said I don't know. We'll know next time. Dawn and this girl up there by the girl that's not over there. Yeah.
Wow. You know what I said? And your mother was about the same way. But I don't believe it. I said, I don't know somebody talking about my 42-year-old baby.
It's tough. You got to start to do it.
Y'all got to do this. All of those.
Tennessee. I don't know if they'll bring it up. I am for this. Don't how are you? Yeah, if everything is not like good, it would be alright.
I have a great friend that keeps me up. You were all dressed up. Oh, and I saw a picture.
Excuse me, kind of want to do a roll call, just make sure we have everybody who's running for office marked off on the list. So if I call your name and you're here,
I was gonna say from
Becky, can you hear me?
All right. Well, you probably are, but that's
Everybody can give me attention, please.
I'm gonna call some names. If you hear your name, just let me know so I can mark you off the list. Rick Dan. Kim Parks. Todd Gentry. Bradley Bray. Caleb Fleming. Aaron Shipley. Billy Wilmore. Justin Dyer. David Phillips. Dale Raines. Dan Hill. Barry Marshall. Tony Wicks. Michael Slayton. Billy Whitley. Catherine Vincent. Jacob McClard. Jason Bronner. Larry Delk. Michael Duffer. Helen Hessen. Wayne Marsh. Mary Matthews. Michael Cochran. Jason Bohannon. Tom Dallas. Johnny Murray. David Kemp. Peter Grosbeck. Scott Gammons. Lynn Newberry. Everyone else, we have you marked. Are we ready to start? Becky, are we ready to start? Okay. Ryan Craighead, you want to go first? Hello?
Good morning. My name's Ryan Craighead. For the ones that don't know me, I'm running for county mayor this year. I'm 30 years old, been a resident of Macon County my entire life, born and raised here. Grown up with the community, farming mostly. Things I've been asked about and some topics I've been asked about, like water infrastructure, power infrastructure. I do think we need to update those for the county. There are residents in this county that went their entire lives without having water. The way I can see it, we could build 2,000 addresses, 2,000 different houses in the past couple of years, give them the rights to water. People who lived here their entire lives should have the ability and the right to water as well. I've also been asked about the sportsplex. Seems to be a big topic with everybody in the county. What I can tell so far, I don't know the rest of the ones running for mayor. I do not feel we need a sportsplex at this time. One, there is no revenue generated from sportsplex. Everything goes back to the football team or the quarterback club. The way I see it, we need to be responsible with the county's money. Residents don't want to give their money and pay higher taxes and higher wheel tax to fund something that will not generate any revenue. I've also been told a little bit, talk about the finance department. I truly believe this county needs its own finance department. Each office needs to be held accountable for the money that they spend on a yearly basis. Each office needs to be accountable for what they're spending the county's money on. Residents do not want us to be say, frivolous with their money. They want us to be spending on stuff that's responsible and that will benefit the county. I would like to say thank you all for coming out today. We're really excited to meet anybody. I know I went around, met a few people that I have not met yet, that I don't really know. Thank you for coming out. I appreciate your vote. I would say that if you are going to vote, make sure you're voting responsibly. Thank you.
Okay, I think I went a little early, so I think we might wait a minute. Okay, well, y'all can talk amongst yourselves. I think we're gonna wait a few more minutes.
Sounds good. Keith, 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 Howard, what are you doing? Are you Keith? I'm the wrong person. You look just like a guy. Man, you look just like an old friend of mine. But I didn't have my glasses on, did I? Sorry about that, brother. All I had to do was read. Yeah, I got an old friend that moved down here from New York. Without my glasses, far away, you look like his name's Keith Howard. I haven't seen him in years. He's lived here since 1991. Well, good to meet you, Josh. Sorry about that. You good, bro? Or is it Josh? Josh.
I put Joshua on the signs. That's my legal name.
Yeah, good to meet you, man. District 7. Who's in that right now? Currently.
Jeff Hughes. Very King.
Who?
Very King.
I know Jeff's decided not to run yet.
Very King.
Okay.
You got me, Deborah.
Yeah. Well, good luck to you, sir.
Tell me to polish it up.
Yeah, well, I know it don't say that, but that's what everybody told me. I probably should have that group is in somewhere, but most everybody knows me by that. But this is one thing to go about. Figure I need to do my.
Well, Mayor, you look like
How you doing? Doing well. Excuse me? Do you appreciate the time? Now, I want to say I'm still, I know I yeah, I'm collecting today. Does Christian have one? Does Christian have one? That's what I have for you. But, yeah, that is right. I can't afford to take her. And I think does she work? Okay, so I see her every day. My daughter works with me. She went to it's not. Even though it's hard, it's never wrong. They still do that. Yeah, Johnny, I think it's yeah, I hate to give him like that. Actually, you probably know this. I'm 54, and I see a lot of people that shouldn't be passing away. A lot of parents are very We're doing live for this. Maybe a guy. Do you not live in Syria? Oh, you do? Oh, do you? Do you live in the new apartment? One time. The window.
How are you doing? Okay. Are you? I'm good. Mr. Duff. Mr. Well, hey, my mama told me to say Mr. So I do. I get in trouble for it sometimes, but I like to ask for you both. You're Commissioner.
I'm running to.
Running. Okay, I thought you were the visitor. What district are you in?
When I registered to be, there was two of us running, and 3 days before the deadline, there's 6 in there now.
Are you kidding? Are you and Lisa? Lisa having her? No, she's in that. So she's gonna vote for him too. I don't be two, and the other two, so it won't be no problem there. It ain't no problem there. It's done, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, and I'll give you one of these. Appreciate you talking about
I do love it.
Maybe on this side.
We're just cycling.
Before you got on, you up here? So I've got a couple of them, dude.
Come back and sit.
Hi, girl.
Well, we all do.
Hey, everybody, can I have your attention one more time?
I don't think you'll have to use a microphone today. Okay, so we're gonna start again. Ryan Craighead.
You give your proofs.
Yeah. All right, good afternoon. We're going to try this again. We had a little early practice earlier. Again, my name is Ryan Craighead. For the ones that don't know me, I'm one of the ones running for county mayor. This is my first time running for anything. I would say, tell you a little bit about myself. I'm 30 years old. I've got 3 kids here, one on the way. I've been born and raised in Macon County my entire life. Grew up farming with my parents, helping my family out. Some questions and statements I've got asked. Some of y'all that was here earlier got to hear it. You'll get to hear it again. Sorry that you have to hear me again. But for the ones that wasn't here, some of the questions I've been asked are finance department for the county. I truly believe that the county does need its own finance department. Every department should be responsible for the money that they are spending for the county. And it is the county's money. It is the residents' money that we are gaining every year. Each department should be held accountable. I know another thing I've been asked about is the sportsplex. Right now, I am against the sportsplex for this county. As I said earlier, it does not generate any revenue to go back to the county. The way I see it, if the school board wants a sportsplex, they're welcome to go get a loan or see if there's any grants out there that could help them assist in paying for a sportsplex. I have been asked about property taxes. I didn't say this earlier, I kind of forgot about it. Saying that the commissioners have got it where if you are retiring age, that your property taxes freeze at a certain amount. I have seen and heard from people that the state passed years ago that if anybody over the age of 65 should be exempt from property taxes. I would like to see our elder community be took care of better than what they have been. They are the reason we are where we are now. They've brought the community up. They've raised the majority of us to be the people we are. I think they should be well taken care of. I know I've also been asked about some, or I've heard from the 4-H community about possibly having a better building for 4-H activities. I think if we did have a better building for 4-H activities, there would be more kids in it and more kids there get to learn a little more responsibility in life. I want to say thank you for coming out. Appreciate your vote. I hope that if you do vote, you vote responsibly, vote right. Thank you.
Philip Rice Spears.
I think I'm loud enough. Can everybody hear me?
Yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for all coming out today. It truly means a lot to see so many familiar faces and people who care deeply about our home and Macon County. For those of you who may not know me, my name is Philip Ray Spears Jr. I am the son of Bill and June Spears, and Macon County has been my home for all my life. The people values and hard-working spirit of this community are what shaped me into the person I am today. I am a member of the Hilltop Missionary Baptist Church, and that is where my faith continues to guide me in both my life and my service for others. I am 23 years old. I've served as an advanced EMT and a firefighter, and I currently work for Robeson County EMS. In the line of work, you see people in both their best and their worst. It has given me a deep appreciation for the strength, compassion, and resilience of the communities we serve. Helping others has never just been a job to me. It's always been a lifelong commitment. I've always had the honor of serving Macon County as both a county commissioner and a judicial commissioner in the past. Through these roles, I've learned the importance of listening, working together, and making thoughtful decisions that truly serve the people of our county. I am proud to be the father of a 17-year-old daughter, Jessa, a senior at Macon County High School. Like every parent, I want to see our community continue to grow and provide opportunities for the next generation. Macon County is more than just where I live. It's home. It's where my family is, and it's where our community has grown together over the years. I care deeply about the future of our county and the people who call it home. That's why I've decided to run for Macon County Mayor. The role of the county mayor is about leadership and service. It's about managing the county's day-to-day operations, working the county commission, overseeing the budget, and making sure departments are working together to serve the people effectively. It's about being responsible with taxpayers' dollars and making decisions that keep our county moving forward. If elected, I will work to be a mayor who is present, approachable, and accountable to the people. I will work closely with our county leaders to make sure the decisions are made with care and with the community in mind. I will support our emergency services and first responders because I understand firsthand how important that work is. I will work to keep our county running efficiently and responsibly. And I always will be willing to listen to the people of Macon County because your voice matters. I believe in leadership that listens, works together, and puts people first. I want to be honest. I don't have all the answers, And I'm not going to stand up here and make promises that I cannot keep. What I can promise is I will show up, I will work hard, and I will listen. If you choose to elect me as your next mayor, I will serve you with honesty, dedication, and a heart for this community. I would like to truly appreciate your vote this August as one of your independent candidates for Macon County Mayor. Thank you for this opportunity to speak.
Mark Gammons.
Hello, good afternoon. Mark Hamless, y'all may not know me. I grew up in the Old Bottom, Ebenezer community. Grew up there on a farm. And we talk about water. In a few minutes, I'm going to tell you some stories about water. Graduated Macon County High School in 1988. I was a sheriff here for 16 years. I know about budgeting. I know how to work in responsible budgets. And I also know how important emergency services are. If our sheriff's office or ambulance service and a rescue squad are not provided with proper equipment, proper manpower, we're in need. We've seen back this winter, I think Tri-County done a great job, can you imagine, with all the other houses that's come into this county. And that's another thing, with all the houses that's been put on the tax roll, our taxes should be more money going into our county. And maybe once all those houses get on the tax roll, we can do that. Talking about water again, when I was a kid, we had low water. We had a spring. So when that spring got dry, we went to my uncle's and his son-in-law right here. We had to put water in milk cans and put it in our storage tanks. There's people still doing that in Macon County. And the problem when I've been out talking to people in this county, nothing wrong with anybody running for office, none of our leaders now, but I think these people in this county have been forgotten. When we start to build these big projects, think about that person that lives on that gravel road. It's got potholes knee deep. Are they packing water up in the spring? You know, those people have been forgotten, and I want to be everybody's voice. Well, if you live here on Ellison Drive, you live at Goosehorn, you live at Old Bottom, you live at Hicks Hollow, wherever you live, your voice will be heard. I want to be that voice. I'm from here. I believe in it. We'll talk about budget, talk about our funding. Budgets need to be set. When we get these budgets set in July, August, whenever it's set, we need to follow those budgets. Now, don't get me wrong. The sheriff, the highway department, somebody, fuel prices going up, that could change. There's emergencies we want to go back and do. But decide we're going to buy something in the middle of the year, I think that's got to stop. I think once we get our budget set, we're going to tell them plan. We need a planning commission that sits down and works on our budget so we have a strong budget we can plan. So if there's something next year that we need to purchase, we're finding ways to pay for it. I'm going to try to bounce around here a little bit. When I was sheriff, I served on the board of directors and legislative committee. I know those people in Nashville. I know the guy that runs the agricultural commissioner. I know the commissioner of safety. So if there's things in Macon County that we need, I'm going to go to Nashville. I'm going to roll my sleeves up. I know the people. I've dealt with them for 16 years. I know how to get it. I know how to get grants and how to help out with the water. But the first thing on the water, going back to water, I'm trying to speak in 5 minutes. But on water, the first thing we need to do, we need to talk to the city of Lafayette, the city of Rip Olin, the city of Hartsville, and I know it comes out of Smith County, but it maybe comes something out of Sumner County. The first thing we need to do, we need to see how many more water lines can you give Macon County. If you can give us a mile, then let's find a way to get that mile of line, because we have spent some stuff and some money on things that shouldn't have been spent that could went on somebody to have water instead of packing. So the main thing I want to say here, I will promise to be as your mayor, I'll be responsible spending. I'm going to spend it just like my own money. I'm going to DT McCall's this morning to buy me a new recliner. My refrigerator tears up. I don't load all of it up. I buy the refrigerator. I save up and I buy the recliner later. I've worked hard for everything I have. I grew up on a farm. I've never had nothing given to me. Not the first thing. I've earned it. And I thank God that my mom and daddy raised me the way they did. I believe in God, and with God's help, we can do a lot of things. He's got to be involved in everything. And one more thing we need to do, we need to set up a workforce development board. We need to get some people together. This needs to come with the county. It needs to come to the city of Red Bowling Springs. It needs to city of Lafayette. We got land out there on Sneak Boulevard right now. Purchased 4 or 5 years ago. I don't see it doing nothing but mowing the grass off. I'm not saying we're gonna get Nissan. I'm not saying we're gonna get Ford Motor Company. But there might be a company out there that builds parts for Nissan or builds parts for Ford that we go out there and we can get those people. Maybe it's 30 employees, maybe it's 100 employees. But I'll promise you, I'll roll my sleeves up if you give me the opportunity to serve as your mayor. I'm gonna be there to work. I won't be there on Monday and just on Tuesday. I'll be there every day. Because I care about this county. It's where I live. And next time, what you want to do, if you don't believe what I'm saying, go to the dollar store, go to the grocery store, and follow people around in buggies. We can't control federal taxes, state taxes, but we can for sure, the county commission, the county mayor, and county employees provide what taxes we got and not put more taxes on the people. Because when you go to these stores and you see them getting buggy, putting some bacon in the buggy, well, they may have a state, oh, we can't afford that. It's people here in Macon County. All I'm saying is before we need to make people, we need to be responsible. When we're going to do something in the county, explain about that. And another big thing on me is, I've been asked about the school. I got a trade. Trades are very important. I'll shut up. I got cheesesteak over here. I can talk all day. I appreciate you both. Thank y'all so much.
Rick Shoulders.
Here.
Yes. All right, y'all. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Rick Shoulders. I'm currently Macon County's property assessor. And I've done that for the last 29 years. Before then, I had a building business with my dad, J.B. Shoulders and Sons Construction. So after getting out of college, we did that for about 16 years. Then I ran for office. I thought, just by all the people I knew, all the service, we done building houses, I thought I'd have the opportunity to serve the people. I never had, that ambition as a kid growing up. But after I got grown, had 2 kids, started putting them, through school and working. Then I thought it was time to get involved. So I ran for office in '92 and was unfortunate, got beat. But 4 years later, I ran. I was lucky enough to be your property assessor and have been now for the last 29 years. I'm married to Beverly. We have 2 kids, Josh and Brooke, who both, all went to school here. Now I have a wonderful granddaughter who's 7.5 years old. So, and I guess, the main question for me, now I've talked to, and this is the question, why would you run for county mayor when you haven't made, being in the property assessor? And I'd say that's a good, honest question. I thought I would be Macon County's property assessor, as long as you all would have me. Y'all keep voting me back in. You treat me good, my staff. I stay in the office. I'm not a political, somebody. If you come to my office and I'm there, I answer the phone. I wait on people. I take care of people's problems. I've done that. People have come to me for the last 30 years, not necessarily about taxes, just about anything, property lines, who the neighbors are, taxes. I try to fix everything there is. If there's something that's wrong in there, I've taken care of it. And I think you know that. I think you have trusted me, to do that. I've been involved in county government now. I work with the budget. We all have a budget we got to. I figure Macon County's budget every year. I'm the one that goes out. I meet everybody. I measure all the houses. I get to know people. I ask them, why I'm moving into Macon County. Why are you coming in here? And they all tell me pretty much the same thing. That they want to get away from where they're at. They want to come to Tennessee where the taxes are, are cheaper. They want to come to Macon County. They don't want to be in Nashville. They don't want to be in Suffolk County. They want to be in Macon County, which is great. It's just, good for us. And I think as Macon County people, we welcome everybody with open arms to come in, and they tell me, here I'm somebody that thinks, that our taxes are high, I guess, because I was born and raised here. But what do I got to go by? Everybody moves in here tells me that they're not. That they're not. We're one of, I think we're about number 23 out of 95 as far as our tax, go, which is good. All the ones that's, marching up here and Junior and Ryan, I want to say the same things. I think the water's a big issue, but you just got to work together with the city, to try to do that. I know we've applied for grants, and that's been going on as long as I've been in office. And I don't know that we can do any better job, doing that, but we'll give it all. That I won't make any promises except you all now know me for being in office for 30 years. I'll give it all I got. And that's really the only promise I can make. Do the same thing. I'll be accountable, with our budgets, with our tax dollars, that we spend. I drive around all over work, and see these other counties. I went to, and I see, I think our roads are okay. Here's the thing, that people everybody asks me, and I hear complaining, we've got our new justice center right here, our new building. People were complaining that we're going to build that, we're leaving the courthouse, and for about 6 or 7 years, before we finally got our new school started, everybody just really wants to know what their tax dollars are going for. Everybody's roads is the worst that you live on. I'm already time. It's just been 2 minutes. Okay, that's but still. And I'm sorry to go on. But now, once everybody got to see it, our new school, our justice center, then they saw what their tax dollars going for. I didn't hear very many complaints at all after that. Everybody was pretty excited about that. And I think, once you see what your tax dollars are going for, then I'm not hearing many complaints. Sorry to go on so long. I can talk all day. Thank y'all. Hey, please vote for me for mayor. I'll say one thing. I'm excited about it now. Not necessarily, I don't know, but I'm excited about, running for mayor now. I appreciate all your help. Sorry.
Michael Underwood.
Thank y'all. My name is Michael Underwood. Great speeches that I'm happy to follow. I just want to let everybody know that this was put on me to run from my heart, and I want to follow that. And on top of that, I've been here for 55 years of my life, fixing to have a birthday in May. Married to my wonderful wife, who is been in the school system for over 20 years. Most of y'all know her. Most of the kids have had her. Most of the ones that's running, I've probably either took your kid to a ball game or picked them up or cheered them on. So, but I just wanted to let y'all know that my plans for running for county mayor is a lot of the infrastructure is a big key thing. Water is a big key thing. We didn't have water. We're just like Mark was. I lived in Hillsdale. We didn't have water. We lived on a well. And in the summer months when it got drought, sulfur come in. So you had to go get water. So that was one of the big issues with us. And as far as the infrastructure, being a truck driver, I go to a lot of places. I visit a lot of places. I deliver, I haul, I've taken stuff. I've worked in companies in customer service, in the financial department. I know what it is about the do's and the don'ts on where money goes, where it comes in, how it goes out, how it comes in, where to spend it, where not to spend it. And as far as like the companies, I've talked to several companies that I know that I've hauled for that, yes, they are looking for cheaper places to come to. Yes, that would be a great, that would be great for Macon County for a company to come up here and some people get some jobs and bring in the revenue and everything and more places to eat, more grocery stores. It's just that's one of my biggest goals. Other than the water is a really big issue, and the roads, we'll have to work on those. Get with the road supervisor and all that, and see where we can go. And get with the county commissioners and talk to them and see what's best for the county and what's best for the people. So I would just like to thank y'all for y'all's support. And you know, I just see a lot of people going out of town every morning to go to work, and they're giving their money to other counties. Why not get some of that money back to our county? Why not try to bring some jobs here? The new highway 141 is fixing to open up. That's going to cut a lot of time off. There's a lot of people that's talked about it over in Lebanon. That's going to be a big issue that's fixing to come up. So that's one of the reasons why I also too would like to run as your county mayor in the August 6th election as an independent. So I can listen to everybody. I want to listen to the west side of the county, the middle of the county, and the east side of the county, Red Bull. I've been to all three of them. I've seen what some places that needs improving, what some places we need to do stuff for. So that would be my goal. And as your county mayor, yes, I have a big ear. I'm ready to listen to what the people has to say. So I would thank y'all, and please just vote for me. If you want to see me try to go out and get some jobs and stuff to come in here, try to get some other restaurants, some other businesses, but not take away from the small businesses, because they've been here, they've went through it, they know what it's like. And y'all, I just love being a part of Macon County. I graduated here, and my two kids graduated here. My wife graduated here, and of course, all y'all know my mother-in-law, Miss Dixie. So y'all just remember me in the August 6th election, and that's all I have.
Thank you. John Henry. John Henry is running for Congress.
Good afternoon, everyone. How are you? We good in the back? Big market. We good? You hear me? Just want to make sure you can hear me. My name's John Henry. I'm from down the hill. They give me a few more minutes than the other candidates, but I promise I won't keep you that long. I'm from down Smith County, just down the hill in Carthage, in Hartsville, Tennessee. I am your rural candidate running for U.S. Congress. There's three things I want to talk to you about while we're running. I served 27 years in the United States Marine Corps. After I married my high school sweetheart, we ran like the devil. We thought we wanted to get away. As soon as I retired out of the Marine Corps, I came right back home. So here we are. And I'm ready to represent you in the U.S. Congress. John Rose running for governor. And so we're running for U.S. Congress to take his seat. We have two children. I have a daughter who just gave birth to our second grandchild. We're all fired up about that, beautiful little girl. And I have a 9-year-old grandson. Now, our son is actually, you're going to laugh, 27 years in the Marine Corps. He's in the Air Force. How does that work out, right? But he's been in the Air Force a while now. He's stationed in New Mexico. We have a long line of service in our family. I've come out here because I am one of you all. I was born and raised down in Wilton. We raised feeder pigs, tobacco, cattle, and row crops. Well, after I get out of the Marine Corps, after 3 decades of service, I come back home. And each time I come back home and leave, there's more and more that's gone. You can't raise feeder pigs anymore. It's been monopolized. You can't raise tobacco. They send it overseas. But more importantly, here in this area, you all remember when NAFTA came to town, we lost a lot. In Smith County, we lost a clock factory, a sock factory, a shirt factory, good paying jobs. Now people have to go to Lebanon and Nashville and cook for jobs. I'm running because we need to bring something back on the federal level, back down these small. We need something back in these small counties, these small cities. Why can't we have shirt factories back? Why can't we have clock factories back? Why do they have to be made in China? Do you know of delegates that are going overseas and finding that answer out and bringing it back? That's what I'll do. I and my family came back here. This is where we're from. And that's why we want to represent you, as we believe that the rural counties in Tennessee have been forgotten. I have 19 counties, and I've been all over 19 counties over the last 10 months. It's the same thing over and over again. These county mayors are looking for revenue because everybody's moving into God's country. We need another type of revenue in these small counties. As I told the gentleman a while ago, we don't want Lafayette to be national by any means. But we want something in these counties. We want something brought back on a small level, whether it be factories, whether it be the fuel system that used to be made right here in Macon County for Chrysler. We need something back in these communities so we can have that revenue, and our county mayors quit pulling their hair out, wanting to raise our property taxes, and they have a revenue to work with. Well, folks, you need somebody, not a big city politician, going to D.C. to represent you. Now, I'll be wearing this area out just like I do the other 18 counties in this district over the next few months. Our primary goes in August, so don't look for me in the upcoming primary. Look for me in August. I want you all to get out in July, early voting. We want to hit the millionaires right in the chops. We want you all to get out in July and early voting and vote John Henry for Congress. You can find me on my website. It's Henry for Congress. Grab a sign on the way out. It's only one with a little Marpat stripe on top, so you get a little military flavor going on. But what we want to do is we want to do the research, bring the information back, and find out how we can help these small rural counties where we're at right now. We've been forgotten way too long. We've let too much go away. The government overreach has just affected all of us, and we're done with it. We want to be able to have farming left for the next generation. China does not need to own land in the United States of America any longer. Thank you. I'll be a squeaky wheel in a lot of congressmen and U.S. senators' doors trying to get that bill passed where they no longer own our land. How many people here can go to China and own land? Absolutely zero, right? That's enough of that. We've had enough that's going on. We need some common sense, and people that think common sense like you and I do run U.S. Congress. And that's why we're running. That's the only reason we're running. We want somebody with common sense. The next thing I'll tell you about, and the last thing I'll leave it alone, is our education system. COVID was awful. I understand that, and you do too. But it also was a blessing because it uncovered what's going on in our school systems. We have to do exactly what they've done in the military over the last year. Our Secretary of War said we need to get the woke out of our military. They're doing it. Now we need to get the woke out of our schools. I understand Secretary McMahon, she's doing her best to push the Department of Education back down to the states. And I want to be another talking piece who can make that happen. It has to come back down to Tennessee, and we have to get decent education out of our Tennessee classrooms. That has to happen. And we'll be fighting for that right off the bat. So the things we'll be fighting for, we'll be fighting for our farms. Keep our farms. Let our young people farm. I'll be bringing industry, doing whatever I can to bring small industries back to these rural counties, and we have to do something about our education. Follow me on Facebook. You'll be tired after you go through Facebook here for Congress, and follow me on our website. God bless you all. Have a happy Easter, and may God be with Macon County. Thank you.
Steve, I'm so sorry. Your name's at the top of the list, and I was going down the list.
Okay, Brandy,
just want John Henry to know I'm not running for Congress. I'm running for
Mayor.
Macon County Mayor. Anyway, my name's Steve Jones. I am the President County Mayor. I live here in Macon County. I've worked for Macon County. I've dedicated my life since '73. I was with EMS for years, as most of you know. And then I moved over to take care of 911. I set up 911 for Macon County. Can you hear me now? All right. Anyway, like I said, I do live here in Macon County. For those that don't know me, I have two sons, Brett and Hunter. Hunter's with me today and my future daughter-in-law, Allie, and I appreciate them being here. But I am running for mayor. What the folks, you've got some choices today. Everyone is talking about basically the same thing, jobs and water. Water is one of the hardest things there is to get for us. Unfortunately, our forefathers did not set up a water utility district. So we're dependent on the cities, each one of the cities and water utility districts to provide us water. We have historically always used CDBG grants, that's community development block grants. We have run out of roads in Macon County to do that. Macon County has over 600-mile roads. We've got 280 mile roads that still don't have water. We're struggling to do that. We're applying for a grant right now for some roads. We probably are not going to make it because we can't be competitive across the state. You've got every county, every city in the state applying for these grants. And every time I go to any of the officials, I tell them they need to put more money in that bucket so that we can get more water in our counties. It's an expensive project. When I started mayor 12 years ago, roughly, it was like $35 a foot to put water in. They told me last week it's going to be about $75 in the grant that we're applying for now. So it's a challenge, and I know each one of us want to look at doing that and providing water. Jobs, that's the big thing. Since I've been in, I have worked with the State Economic Community Development. We got Babynog, a European company. The first time that they could come in to the United States, this was their first venture into the United States. Unfortunately, they came in at a rough time. During COVID, they had problems getting here. They had problems getting equipment here, but they did get established. Working with the state, we got them a $2 million grant to get them here. So that's what got Babynog into the old Nestle plant, which is a USDA facility. This past week, we took and applied for an RFI. That's a request for information. That's for a factory that's looking for a place to land that is about 400 jobs. But once again, we're competing. They want to be, most of the places that are wanting to build factories want to be within 10 to 15 miles of a 4-lane highway and have a railway, most of them, or waterway. We don't have that. The only thing that Macon County has is an airport that a corporate jet can land. And I noticed just yesterday in one that now they're wanting a 6,000 foot runway. Ours is a 5,200 foot runway. So that's what it takes to do those jobs and to get jobs here. We have invested in an industrial park expansion with the city of Lafayette. We bought 134 acres for $2.6 million. We got $1 million from another loan or a grant from the state of Tennessee Economic Development that I worked with to get that. We put ARP, American Rescue funds in for $800,100. And then the city of Lafayette had some economic development money that can only be spent. They put $800,000 in. So we now have that. We just sold about 13 acres to Tim Glasgow for future development. They want to expand. So we are working to try to get jobs, but it is hard because we are having to be so competitive across the board with that. There's a lot going on in our county. I've been around. It took me the first term just to kind of figure things out. You've got a network. Like I said, you've got to go to Nashville. You've got to meet with these people and get to know them. They've got to know you. And I've built that trust up with the economic development folks. People wonder about who is doing their economic development. We've got people that community development in Cookville, and we've got Tennessee Central is our economic development partners that work for us each day. But we are working. Like I said, I am the current county mayor. I would appreciate your vote. I want to thank the people that put this on today, for everyone to be here. I don't know who all it is, so I don't want to say your names, get it wrong, Randy. I am running for county mayor though, and what I appreciate your support. Thank you.
Thank you. Where's Becky? Becky, we good to go to sheriff? Okay. Go.
Hello, everybody. I'm Joey Wilburn, if you don't know me. I'm the current sheriff of Macon County. So I've been in law enforcement for going on 20 years, 19 years before that. I was born and raised here, graduated high school in 2003. Right after high school, I joined the military, 278. Got deployed, done a tour in Iraq. As soon as I come back home to the county I love, I went directly into serving as a deputy sheriff. For that period of time, you know, I've learned a lot, I've seen a lot, and back in 2021, I decided to run for sheriff. I was fortunate and lucky enough to be able to hold that title. One of the big focuses I've had when running for sheriff is I've seen the overwhelming problem we have with drugs in Macon County. Not only with the current addiction problem, but the incarceration problem and our youth problem as far as getting into drugs. I immediately went in to start tackling those things the best I possibly could. I went in, started the DARE program back in our school system. The biggest things about educating our youth and getting them to not ever do drugs will benefit our youth years down the road. Our current population that is actively addicted to drugs account for probably 95% of our crimes in Macon County, whether it's thefts, domestics, vehicle thefts, everything generally contributes to drug abuse. And that always has a revolving door in our jails. So right now, in our jails, one of the big things that I've come to learn is that if you just continuously put the problem behind the doors, when they get out, they come back to the same problem. Because all they do is take probation. They have to make more money to pay the courts. They don't have a license. What are they going to do? They're going to go back to what they know, what they've been doing. Drugs, more crime. What we've done in the jail system is we started establishing means and opportunities for inmates to educate themselves, learn problems. GED program's been there for years. Mark Hamless has had that going for a long time. We made it a little further. We started educating people on the abuse of drugs, anger management, relapse prevention, all these things. But not only that, we doubled down on more education. We have a grant with the state of Tennessee for tablets that do nothing but offer education, money financing, factory licenses, electrician, all these things that help benefit somebody into being able to get out and reestablish and be a good productive citizen. That way we stop the revolving door. We also do work release. So once an inmate has dedicated and made it all the way through the programmings and has been great, we give them the opportunity to go out and earn a way to actually pay back fines before they ever leave the jail, to actually establish license, home, all these things. And on top of that, they actually contribute to the county. We've been over, just a little over 2 years in our work release program, the county has generated back $100,000 in fines and fees. This goes back to the county. With all that, we have new and hard decisions that be made. So we had to build a jail. Our jail roughly will house probably 370, 375 beds. Right now, as today, we sit probably, unless they've arrested some since I've been here, probably roughly about 211 inmates right now. We house 125 beds. This is a problem that's been going on for over 10 years. I think back in 2017 is when they actually started the jail expansion project. With the jail expansion, $38 million, give or take, plus the operation cost of $1 million to actually be able to run the jail, would be roughly a 50-cent tax increase on the county. 50 cents is a lot of money just for one thing. The goal is we use the state and federal government to help us offset the burden of the tax cost that is looming our way. With state inmates and accreditation process, we actually get money to earn back and not have to be burdened with the debt or the problem that the criminal justice system actually is. Unfortunately, it's a burden on everybody. Not only are people victims of crimes themselves, but the county as a whole is a victim because they have to pay the house, they have to pay in fines and fees, unpaid fines and fees. Restitution never gets paid. All these things are burdening on everybody because somebody has to pay for it because the inmates are in the situation where they can't. But with federal immigration and state inmates, it gives us the opportunity to be able to earn money to not have to raise our taxes. But up front, that means that what they can do, and my goal is to help make it to where Macon County never has to pay a single cent for taxes for the new jail addition. That's why I'm running again. I would like y'all's support in the upcoming election. I'm a Republican primary, and then in the general election, I really appreciate y'all's vote. I think the future of Macon County and our youth needs somebody that can see the full vision, not only the financial, but the actual emotional decision that it takes when somebody in your family suffers from addiction, makes a bad decision, that there's not a revolving door waiting in the criminal justice system, that we have a system to where we can actually pick somebody up, give them hope when they have no hope, and reestablish a community that is beneficial to everybody. Right on.
William Tuck.
First of all, I'd like to thank Jennifer and Don West for kind of putting this together and offering us their venue, and anybody else that's had. I know so many names. I've just met some of you today, but everybody that's worked to get this together for the candidates of Macon County. As many of you know, I'm William Tuck. If you don't know me, you'll get to know me. I've lived here all my life. I've worked as a deputy for 10.5 years at the Macon County Sheriff's Department. I'm in Sumner County now. There's nothing better than this Macon County community right here. That's my drive. That's what I care about. Okay? I'm proud to be a candidate. I'm running in the independent in the August 6th election. Everybody remember that the early voting starts July the 17th and goes through August the 1st. And I encourage everyone to make their voice heard. That means get out and vote. You know, I've heard people complain, well, this happened, or they're doing this, or they're doing that. Well, you know, if you don't get your voice out there and get your vote down, what have you got to complain about? Go vote, and then your voice can be heard. So everybody go vote. I encourage you to do that. And my decision to run for sheriff was not made lightly. I'm running to serve the people of Macon County, to put the needs of our community first. While I have not made promises, I stand firmly behind my word. Every decision I make will be made in the best interest of all residents. If elected, I will be working sheriff. I will be accessible. I will be engaged and committed to staying connected with the community. My primary goal is to protect and serve the safety and well-being of the entire community. Deputies will actively patrol their assigned zones. We'll be out in the county. We'll be on the back roads. That's where we need to be. The community is what it's about. They got to see us out there. We got to talk to them. They've got to know what's going on. I want to know what's going on. I'm going to know what's going on. Okay? So there will be additional patrols and security checks. When you're on vacation and you let us know, we'll go by. We'll do a safety check. We'll do a security check. We'll let everybody, you know, that is what that protects the families and the property. Every individual will be treated with professionalism and respect. I will ensure that the jail and court-related responsibilities are properly maintained, including the service of civil process and arrest warrants. As sheriff, I will strictly follow the Tennessee code annotated as established by our state legislature, while upholding and protecting the civil and constitutional rights of every citizen. Your concerns, whether big or small, will be taken seriously and handled with professionalism. I support recovery programs and believe they play an important role, but they will not be my sole focus. The role of sheriff requires balance to effectively meet all responsibilities of the office. I will work closely with and support all law enforcement agencies as well as dispatchers, fire departments, EMS, rescue teams, and our school system, including school resource officers. I will work to responsibly manage the Sheriff's Department budget. This includes utilizing inmate labor under proper supervision for maintenance of county facilities and vehicles to help reduce costs. Funds will be allocated where needed to improve the safety and well-being of the community while minimizing the need for additional taxpayer funding. Inmates will not participate in paid work programs. That's taking jobs away from the citizens of Macon County. But they will contribute to the betterment of the community in appropriate ways and will always be treated fairly and with respect. If elected, I will dedicate 100% of my time, and my heart with the people of Macon County. I humbly ask for your vote and your support. If you have any questions or concerns, my phone number is on every sign in this county, and I have almost 400 out now. So that's why I say, if you got a question or if you don't know what's going on, come and ask me. I may know what's going on. But I feel like the citizens, the law citizens in the county, is who deserves the, we may make wrong decisions. But I will work with our DA's office to penalize them for what they've done. It's kind of like, making our kids mad. If there's no consequences, they keep doing the same thing. How about some punishment? How about some consequences? That's what the laws are made for. That's what our state legislature sets down and requires of us. It don't stop just when we get arrested. We got to go to court and we got to make sure that that penalty is done. So I appreciate it, folks. Glad everybody showed up today. Appreciate you being here. Remember me on August the 6th or early voting July 17th through August 1st. Thank you.
We're going to take a little break for a little while. If you have any questions, feel free to walk around to the tables and ask any of your questions to anybody running. We're not going to do a Q&A. We'll be back at about 2.
I got cheesecake. I'm keeping it cool. I'm sorry I went over. I get the call from outside. Roll up the sleeves, go to work.
What do you? I gotta get this.
You don't know this guy, do you?
I know him. Say hi, bud. You wasn't kidding. Lost what you said. I can't. That's right. Well, there's food here, y'all. What'd you do with our water? I thought there was
ain't no good because it's short.
Who was it? Is he here? Well, I'm talking to the other candidate. Hey. Yeah, I can't wait to see it. I told him that. It should.
They say out there.
Well, I'm back in the game.
Well, good for you, buddy. Good for you.
We're here to represent all of Macon County. And
yeah, I've been trying to call out here. I hope we get everybody who is out the news and for it. Started right here, and the hole is over here. Well, here's the creek. Well, they started back here and they're coming around. Now they get right in here, it's anywhere from 8 to 10 inches of drop. That is solid. When it goes on down here, it takes us off.
creating a future mess. This is going to break up. I don't know what to say other than you understand it's not just the Saudi, it's getting here. You know?
Well, it's just like that. We had the same problem on Freedom. Let me tell you, that's a number for 10, 11. They had to go in there.
But yeah, I feel sorry. I wish
Yeah, a little bit. I appreciate Both of y'all cameras says I don't know that either. I'll come in.
I need to stop. Good speech? No, I don't know about that. I said what I wanted to say. I said what I wanted to Well, I appreciate that.
Hey, what's up? We're live streaming right now. But you'll be able to go back. They missed it. Yeah. Yeah, live stream on the YouTube. I don't think that's all from Macon County Tennessee. My own paper that I created. So it's on YouTube. You're still on Facebook. You see everything.
And you can just say hi. How are
Good to see
you?
you, man.
Yeah, good to see you.
Good to meet you.
It's a good thing.
It is a good thing, man.
I like
It's good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go
Absolutely.
back and watch it. So we're working on something else too. So I'll let everybody know when it's fine. Good seeing you too.
Well, I got to stay here. I know she is 6 months here. And I went up on the airplane. I went up on work with these ladies on. I went to work with girls that I put my 15 or 20 of the program. Graduated with about 8 my heart, I had to do something different because I was going to die in there if I kept going. You know what I mean? I better wait 73 years. I knew I wasn't going to do it. I've been keeping it in a couple of months. When I went in, I was 50s already. We're big numbers for him to consider. You know what I mean? younger guys. I'm with these guys in their 20s. That went through the program with me, and I see that they're still doing great things. It's all when you hit your rock bottom. Until a person hits their rock bottom, and I don't know what somebody else's rock bottom is. You know what I mean? Mine was facing the best time out of the ground. Rock bottom is you know there's nothing over. I was put in a spot where the only thing I had left was me giving these folks because I knew nobody else could do nothing for me. And it's easy hard. Feel good. These guys thinking about it. Very thankful. Well, thank you. Yes, sir. Very thankful. Oh, we get over and I knew I needed to be as well. And I didn't used to get out without getting in trouble, you know what I mean? And I just really used the time to better myself, to make me a better person so when I got out, where I could be a better member of society in my community. And that offered the spot where you could. That's the only help I've ever been given in my life. I support him. I can answer. I think it's always better to hear from somebody. Nice meeting you. God bless you.
Live stream. But it's live stream, but you can go back and watch it after.
Macon County Tennessee. Yeah, he's recording it all.
go. Anybody, if I get in a conversation with anyone, that's where it goes to. I'm a compliment. Well, I am kind of late. How are you? Good.
Chelsea,
There you go. How's it going for you today?
Well, I hope it's going good. I'm Lori Morgan's mom,
Yes, ma'am.
and she's running for registered deeds.
Which one is Which one is Lori? I know I spoke to her.
Lori?
Is it over here?
No, she's up at the corner.
Okay, I haven't spoke to her. My wife has.
She's up at the corner up there.
I want to see before everybody leaves today. Maybe we can get a group picture of everybody.
Yeah, that would be good. That'd be good.
But it's
Yeah.
good to see people coming out.
Now, what's your name?
My name is Eric Hernandez.
Oh,
So,
okay.
do you?
And yeah.
So I used to work for the Macon County Times.
Yeah.
Got let go. Didn't really know what I was going to do. I put everything I had and went to the state, and I had the Macon County Sentinel, and we started.
Now, you're running for something, aren't you?
I was going to run for mayor.
Oh, and you changed your mind.
Well, this is what I do. And there was, when I left the town, or when I was made to leave the Times, the meetings weren't being covered by the Times. The meetings weren't being covered by the Chronicle. And people kept coming to me. So what can we do? I knew I couldn't do this and possibly be mayor. So I just chose to do this to serve the best way I could. I know more about this than being mayor. I think we need somebody in there. I think it was just a move of desperation. We needed some kind of change, I thought.
Right.
Nothing against anybody. It's just, but I don't remember ever this many people running. Yeah. Yes. I will. Well, my wife is going around and she's asking every candidate for every one question for us. I don't want to take up too much time, but I may reach out to her through the week or something to speak to her. Okay, I would definitely have to do that. I'll go by it. I'll go by it.
She's been searching it.
That's good. Looking yeah, I'll definitely do
But
that.
anyway, nice to meet
Nice to
you.
meet you too. What was your name again?
Anita.
Anita. Good to meet you. Yeah, good to meet you.
I worked in the city for 23 years. I retired there
When did you retire?
in 99. I mean, 2019. I've
See,
been
you ain't.
retired 7 years.
Okay, well, I've seen you. I know. I've seen you. You look familiar.
Yeah.
Well, it's good meeting you
I
again.
was the recorder.
Okay. Yeah, I'll stop by and talk to her before. Yeah, I will. Thank you. Seems to be doing pretty good so far. So far.
Ain't seen him today, but he was gone somewhere when I left.
I should have listened to my mama.
What she said? Yeah, you should. Mama's no good. How you doing? How are you? Doing well. That wind's coming through. Hey, you should be in here in the middle of summer. I forgot about it. It's different, I guess, for you.
Kendra makes me walk up. She goes, I see you.
Who?
Kendra.
Oh, what would she want?
Yeah.
It's coming through pretty good.